My name is Ramtu. I am Executive Director at Muslims for Human Rights. Today, the world marks the International Day of Peace. This day is marked every year to observe a day of non-violence and ceasefire in order to promote the ideals of peace. The theme for this year is recovering better for an equitable and sustainable world. This theme comes against the COVID-19 pandemic. As we all are aware, the C-19 pandemic has disproportionately affected marginalized and underprivileged communities. To help alleviate this for communities that we serve, Muhuri has in the past pursued a public interest litigation case where we held the government accountable for forced quarantine and also for the high costs in government designated quarantine facilities. And because of that, forced quarantine was able to be alleviated from Kenya. And we continue to collaborate with other state and non-state actors, not only to address the violations and the effects that come with the C-19 pandemic, but also other human rights violations. Specifically, we see that in the regions that we work, the coast and northeastern region, we still continue to experience enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings. There are economic injustices which prevail, especially at the coast region because of the Kenya-Chinese contracts. And all of this against the background of a pandemic has affected some families negatively and some communities negatively. And for us, particularly as Muhuri, as we try to address and instill a human rights-based approach to international security, we are faced with a dilemma that faces other human rights practitioners around human rights versus security. So we continue to work with other state and non-state actors to ensure that the government, in as much as tries to keep the national borders secure, employs rule of law and constitutionality. In line with today's theme of building back for an equitable and sustainable world, we call upon the government of Kenya to collaborate with all stakeholders, including civil society actors, to ensure a human rights-based approach in building back an equitable and sustainable Kenya to ensure that we all heal from the COVID-19 pandemic. So as civil society actors, we are here to support government's efforts to ensure that Kenyans are brought back better prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. We want to see that all the gaps and inequalities have been addressed, especially those that have been exacerbated because of the C-19 pandemic.